In 2010, China cut off exports of materials most people had never heard of, rare earth elements. Japan's tech industry nearly collapsed, and the world realized China controls the building blocks of modern technology. China restricted exports to Japan over a territorial dispute. Japan's electronics sector faced immediate shortages. The message was clear: China can cut off supply whenever they want. Countries with disputes with China, Japan, India, Taiwan, all depend on Chinese rare earths for these military and tech industries. So, what are rare earth elements? 17 metallical elements that you've never seen but use every single day. Your smartphone screen, rare earths. The vibration motor, rare earths. Every electric vehicle motor needs them. Every wind turbine needs them. Fighter jets use nearly 1,000 pounds each. Missiles, satellites, radar system all depend on these metals. And here's the critical part. There are no substitutes. You cannot build clean energy without rare earths. You cannot make advanced electronics without them. You cannot manufacture modern weapons without them. So everyone needs them, but only one country can supply them. China controls 60% of rare earth mining, but more importantly, they control 90% of processing. Almost every rare earth used anywhere in the world passes through China. China invested for decades while everyone else gave up. Mining and processing rare earths is messy, expensive, and environmentally toxic. Western companies couldn't compete on price, so they outsourced everything to China. China played the long game. They subsidized the industry, built the infrastructure, and developed the expertise. It took 40 years, and now they have a near monopoly. All that is fine, but why should you care about these minerals? Because this is bigger than oil ever was. With oil, you have multiple suppliers: Saudi Arabia, Russia, the US. With rare earths, it's basically just China, and you can't just start producing overnight. Building a rare earth supply chain takes decades and billions of dollars. You need mines, processing facilities, specialized workers, and environmental systems. The implications are massive. Think about it. The US trying to make fighter jets, India building semiconductors, Europe manufacturing EVs, all dependent on geopolitical rival for critical materials. That's why you are seeing new alliances form. The US partnering with Australia, India joining the Quad, a strategic alliance with the US, Japan, and Australia, Europe launching its critical mineral strategy. Everyone is trying to reduce dependence on China, but they are way behind. And here is the more important question to ask: can these countries break free? The US reopened the Mountain Pass mine in California, but even American mined rare earths often go to China for processing because the US lacks the infrastructure. Australia is becoming an alternative supplier. Canada and African nations are developing new sources. The EU, the European Union, launched its Critical Raw Materials Act. India is ramping up extraction from beach sands through IREL, Indian Rare Earths Limited, a government company. Japan and South Korea are investing in recycling rare earths from old electronics. They are buying up rare earth deposits worldwide and expanding their dominance. The real question isn't if countries can eventually compete, it's whether they can move fast enough before China's monopoly becomes unbreakable. The 20th century was about who controlled oil. The 21st century is about who controls the rare earths. Right now, there's China. This determines who builds the future. Clean energy, AI, advanced space tech. Whether America maintains its edge, whether India achieves its manufacturing goals, whether anyone can compete without Chinese supply chains. Most people never think about rare earths, but they are the invisible foundation of everything modern. And if China restricts access during the next crisis, it might be too late to catch up. The race is on, but it's happening quietly. And China has a massive head start. If you enjoyed this episode, consider sharing it and subscribing to the channel. Click the bell icon to be notified when the next story drops. Until next time.